In today's video, I am back with another bracket where I will decide the greatest NXT call-up in WWE history. We have 128 different call-ups, which is a lot more than I thought there would be. I didn't really think of how many call-ups there have been. I guess a lot. 128 we have. We're going to break down each one. We have a bunch of different matchups. We're going to get to the very end and see what the greatest call-up of all time is. You guys know how a bracket works. I don't have to explain it. Before I jump into it though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells so when videos like this and other daily wrestling content comes out, you can watch those videos as soon as they drop. I'm also on Patreon where I do weekly watch-alongs for matches, events, all sorts of stuff that we can't show here on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, watch some New Japan, AEW, WWE matches, the link will be in my bio. And thank you all so much for being here. I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And yeah, let's jump into it. The link to this will also be down below, so if you want to do the bracket yourself, you can do that. But all right, let's jump into it. The first matchup we have is Asuka versus Tyler Bate, and this might be one of the easiest matchups that we'll be getting because Tyler Bate, he's done jack shit on the main roster. Asuka, she is very well accomplished. I don't have to go through the list of her accomplishments, and she's still going. Tyler Bate, I'm pretty sure, is teaming with Pete Dunne and helping El Grande Americano out nowadays, so can't pick him here. Raquel Rodriguez or Aaliyah, former tag team champions. Aaliyah, unfortunately, no longer in WWE. Raquel Rodriguez, I'm pretty sure she has won the most tag team championships in WWE history, as well as, you know, has other accomplishments as well, and is a big name on Raw. We're going to go with Raquel. Sorry, Aaliyah. Shane Thorne or Cameron Grimes, can't say either did much. Shane Thorne was in Retribution, which was terrible, and Cameron Grimes didn't last long. So Shane Thorne, at least he got something, a gimmick, so we'll go with that. Kevin Owens or Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. I was lying about Asuka and Tyler Bate. That may have been the easiest matchup we'll ever get. No need to explain it. Carmella or Austin Aries. Austin Aries didn't get to do much. Well, I mean, he was a cruiserweight champion and stuff, but for his own doing, he didn't accomplish much, do anything. Carmella, very accomplished career, multiple time women's champion, Money in the Bank winner. We'll go Carmella. Becky Lynch or Bailey. Whoa, this is a crazy matchup early on. This could have been a quarterfinal, semifinal. Damn. I mean, I wish it's the answer is Becky. It's Becky for sure. Bailey, I mean, she is one of the most accomplished women's wrestlers of all time. You know what I mean? Like, she deserves to keep going, but I think Becky Lynch is one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. Damian Priest or Otis. I mean, Damian Priest is holding a World Heavyweight Championship. And Otis, he did win the Money in the Bank, but he also lost the Money in the Bank. So I wish they had him actually win a belt or have a good gimmick run with the briefcase, because it was 2020. There was a bunch of foolishness going on. Like, have some fun with it. Eric Young or Veer Mahaan. I'll tell you what, no one got as many video packages for Veer Mahaan saying that he's coming more than him. He's got so many that led to nothing. Eric Young, I like him. He had sanity for a little bit, so we'll go with him. Lyra or Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs had some momentum with Shinsuke, but he got hurt, and unfortunately that kind of derailed things. So Lyra goes Ludwig or Ty Dillinger. I mean, Ty Dillinger is or Sean Spears now is back in NXT, so didn't really work out too well if he got released and then came back going to NXT. But Ludwig, he has been a focal point on the main roster since being called up. I don't know where he's been lately. I think he's hurt or something, but we're gonna go with Ludwig, even though he hasn't been around in a bit. Zelina or Lars Sullivan. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that one. Piper Niven or Mandy Rose. I mean, same, like, Mandy Rose got called up, but she had the best run of her career in NXT. Piper Niven, she got called up and she's out now, but with Chelsea Green has been a big name. She's won tag team championships. I'm going to go with Piper Niven because Mandy Rose has done everything that she's accomplished the most in NXT. Elektra Lopez or Baron Corbin, neither in the company. I'm going to go with Baron Corbin though. Dijak or Drew. Love Dijak, another Massachusetts guy. Worcester, Mass, hometown guy, but Drew McIntyre, again, I mean, he's holding a World Heavyweight Championship, and also many other reasons why, but Ricochet or Tucker, neither are in the company. Ricochet is actually the NWA champion in AEW, but he is still going to move on. Ivar or Chad Gable. This, Ivar, I wish, had a better matchup. I think he deserves some flowers for sure. He's an incredible in-ring worker, but Chad Gable, for sure getting the pick here. Lana or Zion Quinn. I don't did he get called up? Did he even do anything on the main roster? I don't remember him, period. Lana, we'll go with her. At least I know she was on the main roster. Joe Gacy or Neville? Joe Gacy is tag team champions with the Wyatt Six, and Neville, Pac is an AEW now. But Neville, multiple time cruiserweight champion, had a WWE championship match with Seth. I think Joe is on his way there, but for now I'm going to give it to Neville. It's really not by much. Neville hasn't done anything really, but I'm going to go with him. Nikki Cross or Eric Rowan? Nikki Cross or Eric Rowan? This is a very crazy matchup. 3 Wyatt Six members and back to back. Nikki ASH has won the Women's World Championship, right? And 24/7 Championship and Women's Champion. I'll go with her. Eric Rowan has won tag team championships, but Revival or the LWO? I'm going to go Revival, multiple time tag team champions, even though they're not there. Shayna or Steph? Ooh. Oh, man. Shayna never, she had a great performance in the Rumble, Elimination Chamber, dominated. She had world championship matches and, won tag team belts. But Stephanie, I know she hasn't been on the main roster for long, but she's won a world championship. So I think it's got to be her. Commander Aziz or Enzo. This is a crazy matchup. We'll go Enzo, even though he probably won't go for long. Odyssey Jones did not last long on the main roster. Kalisto will go with him. Won the U.S. Championship and Cruiserweight Championship, so definitely deserves to move on. Luke Harper, Angel Garza, R.I.P. Luke, R.I.P. Brody Lee. We'll go with him. Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion. Didn't win a world title, but Simon Gotch or No Way Jose, neither really did anything. No Way Jose had a fun gimmick. I'll go with him. Angelo Dawkins or Toni Storm. Toni Storm is the bigger name here, obviously, but on the main roster, she didn't do anything, and she left. Thank God. WWE didn't know what to do with her. She is so much better off in AEW. Dawkins is a part of what is going to be a Hall of Fame tag team, the Street Profits. It's him. Very well accomplished. Bianca or Adam Rose. Bianca, that's an easy one. Maxine Dupree or Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. That's kind of unfair 2-on-1, but I am going to pick Maxine. She just won the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So a singles title that neither one of them had won. So Aiden English or Grayson Waller. Aiden English had a good run with Rusev Day, but Grayson Waller has won gold on the main roster. Did Aiden English win gold? I forget if he did, but Grayson Waller, I'm going to go with him. He's had a better run. Eric or Jason Jordan? This is tough. Poor Jason Jordan had to retire early. Eric, has won tag team championships. So, Jason Jordan also won tag team championship. I'm going to go Eric. He's just been around longer. Not obviously Jason Jordan can't control that, but Montez Ford or Keith Lee. I said what I said about the Street Profits. It's Montez Ford. Keith Lee, unfortunately, didn't get a great run on the main roster. If he was around now and was healthy, I think he'd be better off. But Xia Li or the Bollywood Boys. Bollywood Boys were with Jinder Mahal, so they got screen time. Braun Breaker, Ridge Holland, that's an easy one. Paige or Roxanne Perez? I think the answer is Paige, because Roxanne hasn't done much yet on the main roster, but Roxanne Perez, I believe, could go down as one of the best NXT call-ups, one of the best NXT female talents to go to the main roster of all time, but for now, we'll go with Paige. Sami Zayn or Dragon Lee? Answer is Sami Zayn, but flowers to Dragon Lee. He's the current tag team champion. I don't think him and AJ, I don't know if him and AJ have even had a match. Maybe they did, but they haven't had a title defense. Or maybe, I don't know. He's the current tag team champion with AJ, but Sami Zayn has definitely accomplished more, has had a longer run. Shinsuke or Rich Swann? WWE fucked over Shinsuke, but still him. Elias or Jackson Ryder? Will go Elias. Gunther or Hideo Itami? Oh man, I actually watched one of the first NXT takeovers, and Itami and Finn Balor teamed up, and it's just like, wow, I can't believe he didn't really do much in WWE, or WWE didn't get to do anything with him. Gunther, easy one here. Carmelo Hayes or Lacey Evans? Carmelo Hayes, I wish he beat Gunther in the Last Time Is Now tournament, but he'll move on here in this tournament. Dana Brooke or Von Wagner? I don't think Von even did anything. Dana Brooke at least was, featured in big storylines with Charlotte and stuff. Alba Fire or Mercedes Martinez? We're going to go Alba Fire. I think Mercedes Martinez was originally in Retribution. Seth Rollins or Isaiah Swerve Scott? Seth Rollins or Swerve Strickland? What a matchup here, huh? Easy answer is Seth. but that's a cool matchup. Austin Theory or Aleister Black. Ooh, okay, hold on. This is going to be kind of controversial. Aleister Black, what has he done on the main roster? He teamed with Ricochet. I don't think he won a singles title, and then he got released, came back recently, and he's been featured on SmackDown. But Austin Theory, multiple-time U.S. champion, tag team champion, and won Money in the Bank. Got to give credit where credit's due. He's definitely had a better run. Kiana James or Bray Wyatt, RIP Bray Wyatt. Kiana is just getting going on the main roster with Julia. Bray Wyatt, easy one here. JD or Ember Moon. Ember Moon had, I don't think she had the best run on the main roster, but she had a run. JD McDonough, though, still around, multiple-time tag team champion, so we'll go him. Buddy Murphy or Leo Rush, both cruiserweight champions. I'll go Buddy Murphy because he was involved in like a pretty big storyline with Seth Rollins and his faction as the Messiah. So we'll go him. Berto or Johnny Gargano. We'll go Gargano on that one. So Sikoa or Liv Morgan. At first, I was like, this is a tough matchup, but I think it's pretty easy. It's Liv Morgan. So Sikoa was featured in the Bloodline story and has won a U.S. championship and has a good, bright future ahead of him. But Liv Morgan has won multiple championships, including world championships. We'll go with her on this one. Ciampa or Karrion Kross. We'll go with Ciampa on this one. Creed Brothers or Peyton Royce. Creed Brothers really haven't done much. Peyton Royce, tag team champion. So we'll go Peyton. Alexa Bliss or The Ascension. That's an easy one. Alexa Bliss. Mace Massey versus Shotzi. Honestly, I'm going to go Shotzi. Neither really did anything, but Emma or the Authors of Pain. I think the Authors of Pain won a tag team championship. I could be wrong, but we're going to go them. Emma didn't really do much on the main roster. Kairi Sane or Zoe Stark. Kairi Sane, a few more accomplishments. I don't think Zoe Stark did. She might be a tag team champion, but Pete Dunne or Sarah Logan. Pete Dunne hasn't been around for a little bit, and I think he is someone that WWE has absolutely dropped the ball with, and I can't believe that he hasn't been featured more and just in a more prominent role. Sarah Logan, she hasn't done anything. I'm going to go Pete Dunne, but I'm not happy about it. Sangha or Tegan Knox. I don't know who that is. So we'll go Tegan Knox. Rhea Ripley or Tyler Breeze. Shout out Tyler Breeze, man. Prince Pretty. Wish he did more on the main roster. I think he would have been a killer in the mid-card scene. But Rhea Ripley, easy. Riddle or Mojo. I'll tell you what. Riddle did not win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but we'll still pick him. Indy or Mia Yim. Mia Yim's been on the main roster longer, and Indy Hartwell didn't really get a good run, and she's not in the company. So we'll go Michin, Blair, or Julia. Blair hasn't done anything. Julia at least won a U.S. championship. So her, Sasha, or Fraxium. Shout Fraxium. They're going to win tag team gold soon. They're awesome. One of my favorite tag teams, but easy Sasha there. Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode. Two guys that could have done so much more on the main roster, and they both did win. I think Bobby Roode won tag team championships, U.S. championship, but compared to his NXT run, it was not close. And Samoa Joe, new AEW champion, the fact that he never was a WWE champion is beyond me. So stupid. Rusev, Billy Kay. Rusev will go. Apollo Crews, Scarlett. She's just been a manager. Apollo Crews won championship, so we'll go him. All right, next round. We got Mia Yim, Chad Gable. Go Chad on this one. Sorry, Michin. Julia, Austin Theory. People not like that Austin Theory himself is moving on, but he does have more accomplishments than Julia. Enzo or Buddy. We're going to go Buddy. Gunther, Peyton. Alexa Shotzi. I think we're going to be able to get a few easy ones out of here. The answer is Angelo Dawkins. I think Neville is the better wrestler, but Dawkins definitely a better call up. Kairi Sane or Authors of Pain. Kairi Sane. I hope she gets her hands on a world title at some point because she's someone that's been on the main roster for so long. It's like she was an NXT champion. They could push her to be a world champion. Braun Breaker, Luke Harper, RIP Luke. But I think WWE, just the way they're treating Braun Breaker, multiple-time IC champion, he is going to be a future world champion. Luke Harper, multiple-time tag team champion, IC champion. I don't know. It's still so early in Braun Breaker's career. I feel like Luke Harper did have a good run on the main roster, I'm going to go Luke Harper. I'm going to go Luke Harper based off had a long run in the main roster, and Braun Breaker will get there, but I think Luke Harper, I'm going to give him his respect, his flowers. Damian Priest, Waller, because Damian Priest won a world championship and part of the Judgment Day, multiple-time tag team champion. We'll go him, Revival. All right, Kaiser or Eric again. Kaiser hasn't been around in a bit. Hopefully we see him soon, but we'll still pick him. I'm going to go with Shinsuke. Someone that has gotten screwed over, but has some accomplishments. Asuka, Raquel. Asuka definitely moving on. Kalisto or Ricochet. I'm going to go Ricochet because I think he was featured in like big matches. WWE had a lot of trust in him. Former IC champ, US champ. I'll go Ricochet on this one. Sami Zayn or Gargano. Great underdog matchup, honestly. It would be a great, fun matchup in general, but we'll go Sammy, Nikki or Drew. Easy Drew. Tegan Knox, Eric Young. This is a toss-up. I'll go Eric Young. So he definitely is someone that didn't have to make it that far, but he's going to keep going. Riddle or Niven. Riddle did win a good amount in the main roster. Tag team belts, US championship, and was featured a lot. So Kevin Owens, Maxine. Sorry, Maxine. She got her flowers. This is the current IC champ, and I hope she has a great run with it. Bianca. That's another easy one. Carmelo or Bray. It's Bray. Carmelo Hayes, I think, has a very bright future, and hopefully will get his hands on some championship gold soon. But Bray Wyatt is moving on. Elias or Rusev, easy. Samoa Joe, Apollo Crews, that's easy. Becky Lynch, Alba. Yeah, we're getting some easy matchups right now. JD McDonough. Oh, okay. All right, this two guys that you could say, maybe not disappointing, but like Tommaso Ciampa, multiple-time NXT champion. He's in DIY now, but as a solo star, wasn't really getting anything going. Pete Dunne hasn't really done anything. He was with Sheamus as Butch, but I'm going to go Ciampa. At least he's won a tag team championship and has won gold. Paige or Rhea Ripley. That's a funny matchup, but we're going to go Rhea. Liv over Carmella. Sasha over Stephanie. Stephanie is, she's going to accomplish a lot more, and at the end of the day, will go down as one of the greatest call-ups. But for now, we got to give it to Sasha. Montez Ford. Seth or Lyra. I also think Lyra will go down as one of the best female call-ups in NXT history, but Seth Rollins that's easy. No Way Jose or Baron Corbin. We'll go Corbin. Montez Ford or Bray Wyatt. Okay, Bray Wyatt, former multiple-time world champion as The Fiend as well. Yeah, it's Bray Wyatt. Montez Ford had a good run. Gunther or Ciampa as Gunther. Not many people have had a stronger presentation than Gunther coming from NXT. JD or Damien, Judgment Day. Former members going head-to-head. Asuka, Luke Harper. RIP Luke had a good run, but Asuka's moving on here. Liv or Ricochet. Got to give that one to Liv. Seth or Eric. Eric, God bless you for making it this far, brother, but your run ends here. Kyrie or Buddy Murphy. Kyrie Sane, current tag team champion. She low-key has a lot of accomplishments to her name. Ludwig or Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin won mid-card belts. Money in the Bank winner. I don't think he's won tag team gold. He won the NXT tag team belts with Braun Breaker, but I don't think Ludwig has won a main roster belt now that I think about it. I'll go Baron Corbin. I wish he got a better run. I wish they did better stuff with him. I think he was an underrated talent. Drew McIntyre, Chad Gable. Chad Gable, another great run, but it gets cut short here. Becky or Bianca. Bianca, tough. The answer is Becky, but Bianca, man, she could have moved on in some other matchups. She's well on her way there to maybe matching Becky one day, but we'll go with Becky here. Shinsuke or Matt Riddle. I'm going to go. Matt Riddle had like a crazy push. Like he was always like had something going when he was on the main roster. And I feel like was always a part of a big story or a championship, whatever it may be. RK Bro for like 2 years. I'm going to go Shinsuke. I think he's like had, opportunities for world championships, won mid-card belts. So we'll go Shinsuke. Sami Zayn or Samoa Joe. It's Sami Zayn. I wish this was closer. It should be closer, but we'll go Sami. Rusev versus Austin Theory. I think Rusev deserves... this is actually close because Rusev also multiple-time US champion. He had a WrestleMania match with John. So did Austin fucking Theory. I feel like Rusev has been presented more of like a dominant superstar. I think Austin Theory has accomplished more though. I mean, Austin Theory got a crazy push. I know people are going to be mad at me, but Austin Theory is moving on. Kevin Owens, for the love of God, WWE, when, and I hope when he comes back, give this man a world championship run. I can't even describe to you how long overdue it is. If he can come back and he gets a second chance at wrestling, for the love of God, take advantage of it. Put a world championship on him. He deserves to have more than one on his resume. We're going to go Kevin Owens, Sasha Banks, or Rhea Ripley. I think the answer is Sasha Banks, but it's close. You know, popularity-wise, Rhea Ripley, I mean, at the top of the game right now. So is Mercedes, but obviously WWE we're sticking to here. Sasha Banks has accomplished so much since being called up from NXT. Rhea Ripley also has, and I think she will surpass Sasha in accomplishments one day, but that one day is not today. Sasha Banks is moving on. The Revival, former tag team champions. I think they won it on both brands. Alexa Bliss, though, multiple-time world champion, tag team champion. She's done almost everything. This is a crazy matchup. Bray Wyatt or Drew McIntyre? I mean, since being called up to the main roster, Drew won a Raw Tag Team Championship with Dolph, the WWE Championship twice, the World Heavyweight Championship, and obviously has been a top guy for the last 5 years. Bray Wyatt, though, WWE champion, 2-time Universal champion, won the tag team championship. I think Bray Wyatt is going to move on from me. He's just been such a prominent figure in wrestling over the last, since he debuted, at least in 2012, 2013. RIP Bray Wyatt, he'd still be, I can only imagine where he'd be right now and what he'd be doing. But Bray Wyatt is going to move on. Seth or Kairi Sane, we'll go Seth on this one. Kevin Owens or Baron Corbin, that's an easy one for me. Damn. Sami Zayn, multiple-time mid-card champion, hasn't won a world championship yet. And tag team champion, he's won. But Asuka, multiple-time world champion, had the streak on the main roster for a little bit before losing to Charlotte. That should have never happened. Won Money in the Bank, a Royal Rumble, current tag team. I think it's Asuka. It's Asuka, and I hope she accomplishes more. I hope she wins more championships because she is a legendary wrestler. Shinsuke or Austin Theory? I don't want people to get mad at me. I'm gonna pick Shinsuke. I'm gonna say Shinsuke, but listen, we gotta give credit to Austin Theory. He's won a lot of stuff in his short time on the main roster, 5 years, I think. Liv or Gunther? Gunther presented. I honestly, I don't know. I say Gunther has been presented better. He's been obviously dominant since he's been on the main roster. 75% of the time he's been in WWE, he's been a champion. Longest reigning IC champ. Yeah, it's Gunther. But Liv Morgan, I have to give her flowers. Multiple time world champion. She has just how far she has come from her NXT days to now is unheard of. She might be the best success story coming out of NXT. I'm being dead serious. She has evolved so much, but Gunther, I got to pick him. Becky or Alexa, this is a really good matchup. Really good matchup. I'm going to go with Becky, but Alexa Bliss, also someone that deserves her flowers. Sasha or Damian Priest, we're going to go Sasha. Asuka or Bray? Oh, fuck. They both made such a big impact on the main roster, and the Fiend character is one of my favorites of all time. Bray Wyatt's one of my favorite all-time wrestlers, so I'm not trying to get biased, let that get in the way. Asuka has done so much, and she's always been besides being out with injuries and stuff, obviously, but when she's been around on TV, she's always been a prominent figure. I'm going Bray Wyatt. That's 50.1% to 49.9%. Wow, who would have thought that these later rounds would have been the toughest matchups? Kevin Owens versus Gunther. Talk about a match that I would pay my hard-earned money to watch. I'm gonna say, Gunther just has been unreal since he's been on the main roster. Besides losing to Jey Uso, that's really been the only hiccup. Obviously, he lost to CM Punk, but losing to Jey Uso was the biggest hiccup in his main roster run. Kevin Owens, I think WWE has not done as much with him as they could have. He's lost so many world championship matches. For as much as he's accomplished, he's also just been, on the losing end of matches and could have so many more accomplishments. My God, this might be a hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take, but it might be. I'm going Gunther. I'm going Gunther because of just how much or how well he's been presented. They haven't presented him as anything but dominant, again, besides the whole Jey Uso thing. Gunther he's also he might beat John Cena. Gunther's unreal. Seth and Shinsuke, shout out to you, Shinsuke, but it's Becky. Sorry, Sasha. She had a very good run, but I love you, Bray. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. Great run. Yeah, I gave Gunther his flowers, and I gave him a tough win. Is this the final? Whoa. Timeout. Okay, hold on. Gunther, want to give him his flowers. He had a great run. Got a questionable win the round before. But whoa. What a match. I don't know if this is the finals. Round of 2 match. I think this might be. Seth Rollins versus Becky Lynch. Husband versus wife. What a crazy ending. I hope this is the end, honestly. Becky Lynch, arguably the greatest WWE female wrestler of all time. Seth Rollins, I believe, is one of the greatest performers, WWE superstars of this generation, and I believe he should go down as an all-timer because of how much he's done in WWE, how much he's accomplished, his body of work. And I mean, injuries aside, this guy has been at the top of WWE since 2014. You put him in anything, he kills it. Any role. I love Seth Rollins. I think he is a visionary. He is an architect. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth frickin' Rollins. And I do think that he is, in my opinion, one of the greatest superstars of all time that doesn't get that credit or that respect. I think he is a pretty disrespected wrestler. I think people don't give him the flowers he deserves. Becky Lynch, I mean, where do I start with her? I mean, one of the most accomplished women's wrestlers ever, has held virtually every championship. The only one I think she hasn't held is the women's U.S. championship, excuse me. And I mean, not for nothing, she lost the IC belt, but putting over Maxine the way that she did, I think that proves how great she is and how much of a GOAT she is, because she turned Maxine Dupree into a superstar that we believed could be a champion 2 months ago. We did not envision that. If you think that, I'm sorry, but like, no one thought she was going to be the IC champion or a singles champion 2 months ago. Becky Lynch did that, though. I'm going to pick Seth. I think Seth is the greatest, best NXT call-up of all time, at least in this bracket. There may have been some people, there definitely were some people that got left off, but to me, Seth Rollins, in this bracket, is the best NXT call-up of all time. He has accomplished so much, and like with Becky Lynch, has basically won every championship that there is to win. He's hurt right now. I hope he gets back as soon as possible, because the story with the Vision, that was supposed to, lead to something else, and obviously they had to change some things up. When he comes back, I hope he picks up where he left off, being one of the faces of Monday Night Raw, back in the championship picture, and continues to add to his already historic Hall of Fame resume. But let me know, guys, what you think of my bracket this video. Again, the link will be down below, so if you want to do it yourself, you can do just that. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. I don't know when this is coming out, with Thanksgiving and stuff, but I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, had a great one with friends and family. Thank you all again for watching. I'm very grateful and thankful for each and every one of you for your support here on YouTube, Patreon, TikTok, wherever I am. I wouldn't be able to do this full time and be able to just do what I love for a living without you guys. So I'm very appreciative of you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you when I see you. Peace.